Hello and thanks for tuning in to my YouTube channel, Pickleball Pick Apart. My name is Rory. I take pickleball games off of YouTube and I pick apart the play on the court. Watching my videos will help make you a better pickleball player. In this video, a tournament game in which one team is at the 2.5 level and the other team is at the 3.0 level. The reason I consider one of the teams to be at the 2.5 level is because they do not have a sound understanding of the fundamentals of the game. It's not because they're athletically challenged. I think they have potential. But until they take the time to understand how pickleball is meant to be played, they will not move up in skill level. In the game you're about to watch, it's very difficult for them to compete against their 3.0 opponents. I'll explain exactly what I'm talking about as the play takes place on the court. As you watch this game, let me know if you agree or disagree with my assessment by leaving a comment in the comments section below. A big thanks to the YouTube channel Blue Ridge Pickleball for posting this video. Let's go. Before the game starts, I want to point out this game is being played in a tournament, and this is the semi-final game. Here is the first serve. Okay, so right off the bat, I just want to point out what I mean when I talk about in order to be ranked higher than a 2.5 player, you have to have a sound understanding of the fundamentals of the game. And in this very first point, it's quite clear that at least one player on the court does not understand how the game is meant to be played. So let's go back and take a look, and I will show you just what I'm talking about. Here comes the serve. Watch what the player who returns the serve does after she hits the ball. She stays at the back of the court. One of the most important aspects of pickleball is that a player will not win a game if they cannot move forward. When returning a serve, a player must immediately move forward to the non-volley zone after returning the serve. This player did not. She thinks that she can compete in pickleball from the back of the court or in the transition zone. The truth is, she cannot. Let's see if this was just a mistake that she makes one time during the game or if she continues to do it throughout the game. And let's see how the other players play as well. Now, there's another mistake made by the player in the back court. She should have recognized that the player who returned the ball made the fatal error of not moving forward, and she should have hit it to her, keeping her back. Instead, she hit it to the player who is established at the non-volley zone. Let's see if the players in the backcourt do differently. Okay, so this player right here knows that after returning a serve, the correct thing to do is move forward. Here comes the third shot. Look where this ball is hit. Here is another reason the player is 2.5. She hit that third shot with no direction. She just hit it in a place where the player in the backcourt should easily put this away. She hit another one with no direction, another one with no direction. And they were not able to move up, and they just cannot win from the back of the court. This player moves up. Good job. Again, no direction. The woman had the entire court to hit that ball into because the players were at the back of the court and she hit it out of the court. No direction. Not bad. No direction. And that ball landed inside the court. Popped up and hit into the net. Why did she hit that ball into the net? It's because her swing was entirely too long and her paddle was going perpendicular to the ground, so the only place that ball could have gone was into the net. Take a look. Look here. Look how long that swing is. How big of a swing that was. It should be much more compact than that. Okay, look where the lady stopped. She stops in the transition zone. She should have been all the way up next to her partner at the non-volley zone. All she can do is pop it up. Now that's a good get. Nice job. Popped up again. And another swing that is just too long. That was a good third shot. Popped up again, popped up again. The ball is out of the court. There's a third shot. That ball bounced twice. It hit the top of the net, and that net is still shaking. That is a very, very low-end net. This net should never be used in a tournament. Oh, wait, she called that ball out of the court? That ball was in the court by 2 inches. Okay, her partner, I think, changed it. She saw clearly that it was in. A quick timeout to tell you about my online pickleball store, pickleballprintables.com, where you will find the coolest pickleball swag on the planet. T-shirts, coffee mugs, tumblers, totes, caps, and Kiss Cut stickers. 65 clear, crisp, and clean designs to choose from. Use the coupon code YouTube and get 10% off your first order. Dink in style. Go to www.pickleballprintables.com or click the link in the description below. So again, if you can see what's happening here, she returns the serve and she stops in the transition zone. She's still in the transition zone, and her opponents hit it to her partner, who is at the non-volley zone. I just don't understand how the players in the back court cannot see that the one player is totally out of position. Look where she tried to hit that ball from, the transition zone. Right in the put-away zone. That was a pretty good shot. Again, just popping it up. That was better. See, when you hit the ball lower, it's not as easy for your opponents to get it back. There you go again. Pop straight up. The ladies in the back court are doing a very good job. I mean, I just don't think there's any way the players in the near court can win this game. Unless they miss return of serves and give their opponents a free point. That's one way to lose a game. Yeah, they're stuck back there. This point should be over. Just can't do it. There's another free point given away, this time by the team in the near court. If you're a beginner player and you're watching this, I just really hope you have an understanding of what is happening here. It is so clear what is not being done properly. That ball is out of the court. You've got to keep the ball low. These players cannot do it. You have got to move to the non-volley zone after returning a serve. This player refuses to do it. She's still at the back of the court. That was a fault by the player who just put the ball away. She hit the ball out of the air and her forward momentum carried her into the kitchen. That is not legal. She did not call it on herself. Neither did her partner. And it was very clear she ended up in the kitchen. It should have been the team in the far court's point. Being a beginner, she may not be aware of that rule. That was a very good drive. Very nice drive by her. Look how shallow this return of serve is. Let's go back and take a look. You've got to return a serve deeper than this. It's barely over the non-volley zone. Two things happen when a serve is that shallow. Look where the player is who returned it. She is stuck at the back of the court. But this lady moves up on it and just drills the woman who is established at the non-volley zone. That's one way to get hurt. And the lady that hit the very shallow return of serve has her hands on her hips. I don't know if she thought that was her partner's fault for not getting that ball back over the net, but actually it was her fault for hitting such a shallow return. She just refuses to move forward, but I really hope she watches this video and understands what she is doing incorrectly. See what happened there? It looked like they were playing really well because they did a very good job of defending all of those balls. But it's very difficult to win if you are continually in a defensive position. Your opponents are eventually going to put the shot away. It's like you're playing checkers and your opponents are playing chess. Oh, she hit it into the net. Just popping it straight up every time. Good job. Now see what happened there? She is at the non-volley zone and she's playing so much better. She has the capability to do it, it looks like, but she doesn't most of the time. Again, still at the back of the court. She was able to move up because her opponents hit a shallow shot. Now it's her partner who does not move up and gets stuck in the transition zone. Let me just say, I do believe that players in the back of the court have a better understanding of the fundamentals of pickleball than the players in the near court. So I would have to say they are at the 3.0 level. They probably have been playing longer than the players in the near court. But once the players in the near court understand the correct way to play, they'll be able to compete with the women in the back court. Good shot. Didn't move up. Keep her back there. Don't do that. Hit it to the woman in the back of the court. I think the woman with her hands on her hips is getting very frustrated because she and her partner are trying to win when they are out of position, as opposed to their opponents who are at the non-volley zone every point. And when that happens, the players who are out of position really have no chance. She called that ball out? Was that ball out of the court? That ball hit the line. And there's a mistake by the team in the far court. This point should be over right here. Yep. She actually switched to her left hand to try to hit that ball. That's another sign of a beginner player, a player who switches hands. Unless you're truly ambidextrous, you should try to hit a backhand instead of switching hands. Backhand into the net. Can the team in the near court possibly make a comeback? Wow, yes, if the players in the far court continue to miss return of serves and give their opponents a free point, Courtney and Kimberly can come back. She called it out. They're in that defensive position again. Still defending, still defending, still defending. Oh, finally put away. It's really a bad feeling when all you can do is stay at the back of the court or in the transition zone and try to defend ball after ball after ball because you cannot reset the ball into the kitchen in order to move forward. The exact same thing is happening as this point unfolds. If you're playing like these players are and are at the back of the court or in the transition zone, you're probably not having a lot of fun spending the majority of the game defending. Ball was out of the court. They had so many chances to win that point. Wow. Good job by the players in the backcourt, hanging in there Is it going to work in the long run? I don't think it is, but who knows? I could be wrong. That ball's out of the court. The players in the backcourt have finally figured out what's happening, and they are continuing to hit it to the player out of position almost every time now. They have stopped hitting it to the player who's established at the non-volley zone. This is a best 2 out of 3 match. Christine and Laurie win the first game 11-6. They go on to win the second game by the same score, 11-6. So they move on to the finals. So there you have it. Clearly the team that won had a better understanding of the fundamentals of pickleball. The losing team tried their best, but because they were out of position during most points in the game, they couldn't overcome their lack of understanding of what it takes to succeed at pickleball. That's it from Pickleball Pick Apart. I really hope you learned something from watching this video, and if you did, I hope you take the time to like it, subscribe to my channel, and click the notification bell so you'll be notified when I post a new video. And don't forget to check out my online pickleball store, Pickleball Printables, where you will find the coolest pickleball swag on the planet. This is Rory saying, as always, thanks for watching and see you on the court.